you that you'll never meet another person as mentally tough as you in your entire life.
And they got us looking up to artificial clouds. Artificial clouds. Artificial clouds.
What's going on? Welcome to Saturday Night Live. Tonight, we're going to watch Miami versus Texas A&M. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Inside the pocket, he's thrown 26 of his 28 career touchdown passes. He can make plays, he's just not as comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, his strength is sitting in the pocket. He's athletic enough that if he has to, he can move around. But yeah, he obviously rather sit in that pocket and distribute the ball. And been a challenge tonight without his main target, trying to break these younger receivers in.
Van Dyke 0 for 3 passing.
Perfect time.
Very early is carrying in lead. And that'll move it a little closer. Be third and very short now.
Watch Van Dyke here.
I don't know.
On third down. He's really selling this count. But he's been doing it all night. But this is, watch the quarterback's energy. Watch his shoulders. Really leans in. Really tries to sell it on the road, even with that noise. Sometimes it's your body language where you try to draw that defense off, and he timed
As
it
a
up
defender,
at the right time. Third down.
If you're in that situation and you're trying to jump the snap, you might as well go ahead and go commit to it.
The thing you want to do for the Aggies is breathe life into this Miami team. Henry Parrish.
Because if you mess up, you come off the field either way.
You fake it to him, flip it to Mallory. Finally, the tight end's got some space. Big fella's been contained all night, but he is a weapon and rumbles down to the 36.
So when you run the ball, it allows early down play action to be effective because the eyes of this defense get into the backfield. Watch the defense. All these linebackers are concerned about, they're going to run the ball again. They lose their responsibility. Nobody takes the tight end that is able to slide out. So really good job here with the play calling that time by Josh Gaddis. 1st and 10, play action, slide the tight end to the flat, get those backers' eyes worried about running the football between the tackles.
Hey, that was early.
Royals spells him a tight end. Brinson in motion. They throw to him behind the line in the open field. Makes one man miss, but can't get a block on the edge and is forced out for a 1-yard loss by Antonio Johnson, nickelback.
I'll take Bryce Anderson. Wondered how a true freshman, there are a lot of true freshmen in this 2 deep. They've recruited obviously very well, but when Damani Richardson, the leader on the back end, went out with a targeting call, 34 starts went with it. You bring in a true freshman, Bryce Anderson. Up to this point, young man has held his own on the back end.
9 true freshmen have played on defense for this Aggie team. It's a talented recruiting class, but these guys are learning on the fly.
Yeah, you're learning with every round. But number one's playing well.
Van Dyke for the play clock ticking down. On 2nd and 10, pitches to Parrish. And for the short side of the field, just not much room. Edger and Cooper edged him out. It'll be 3rd and long.
They lost 2 starting inside linebackers off this defense. And Cooper played, but he didn't start. And now 45. Watch him able to get sideline to sideline. DJ Skeet tried to climb up to that
unblocked
to be able to secure that edge, but no way. Instinct and vision by the backer of 45. He was able to get outside there, or he had an alley if he wasn't able to do that around the edge, maybe for a first.
It's fringe field goal range, and Borregales has missed 2. So Cristobal and Gaddis maybe thinking 2 plays to get these 8 yards. Van Dyke, 3 on the play clock. Gets it into Jacoby.
If you're watching on Instagram, we're watching the Miami, Texas. The Miami Texas A&M game.
A 2-game suspension, his first action, and it's 1st and goal.
That's their big.
They need to get him the ball more.
He sees this cushion right here. It's 2-on-2 to the left of that receiver. They've got to make those blocks. He's got to outrun the man that had him. He did it. They secure their blocks. Easy execution, but you're relying on the talented receiver, George, to be able to run away from that cushion that defender put on him. Now they're down inside the 10.
Knighton dives forward. At this point, Kirk, Miami, which is not executed well in the red zone, had a penalty early. Crucial to get this into the end zone here, down by 14.
Yeah, they've hurt themselves a couple times. They've been down in the red zone. Executed pretty well. I mean, again, they've got to sustain drives. This is a 10-play drive so far.
This is tough because they seem kind of like an offense who can't pass the ball down the field. When you get in the red zone and the field gets shortened, they're going to line up man-to-man and put everybody in the box.
And that time, Isaiah Rakes is ready for him, so that's an unusual call. They don't have many design runs for Van Dyke, and it's third down.
And I thought they might be fooled by this call, but watch the big fella 34.
It don't matter if they're fooled. You can't move well enough to outrun anybody to the corner. You got tackled by a D tackle getting blocked.
330 pounds. I love to see his eyes in the backfield, not fooled at all.
Knighton is the back, 3 receivers to the right.
But with a safety here, with 1 receiver, he's got to work to the right. And the question is, can he get the ball to the big tight end, Howard?
They just get the snap off. It's a running ball. Maybe they checked it down to Knighton. Bryce Anderson, that freshman you talked about, flies in there, and it's fourth down, and field goal team is coming out.
Wow, really interesting conservative call by Mario Cristobal here and Josh Gaddis. Play clock working down. The run game has been working. Boy, it's the execution and everything much tighter, much faster down there.
Andres.
A&M bends, but they don't break.
And how are they number 13 in the country and they can't pass the ball?
Unless it's a fake.
In the red zone. Everything looks fine.
It's a chip shot. Oregales 2 for 4. Good-looking drive. Run, pass, mix. 12 plays, 71 yards. But again, settled for 3. Being still 11.
Hi, I'm Malak. And
all right. I think we need to go to a commercial when this comes on. Oh. All right, that's enough commercial break. I think I'll just leave the audio muted from now on when they go to commercial break. But looking at Miami in that stint in the red zone, a very short one, it kind of seems like an offense that doesn't have a passing game. And when offenses can't pass the ball, they throw a lot of screen passes to stretch the field sideline to sideline in hopes of stretching out that defense so they can get into the run game, because they're already a run-heavy offense. It's a run-heavy offense as it is. So their only hope is to try to stretch those defenders out sideline to sideline to try to create some lanes to run in.
See if Borgianis gives him a chance to return it. That'll land in the end zone. Extra Yard for Teachers Week, annual back-to-school effort led by the CFP. They recognize and show appreciation for teachers. And Jimbo Fisher's mother, Gloria, 85 years young, was for 51 years a teacher of high school chemistry and physics in West Virginia. She taught at the rival high school. When the gym all of her students were like going against him on the football field, but he was just speaking with great admiration for his mom. And
That's great.
half century of teaching.
Unbelievable.
Dang.
Making a difference in so many lives. That's a pretty good story that she's teaching at the rival school.
You're watching Gloria, we salute you. Extra Yard for Teachers. Johnson on the run. He's made an impact as a runner here in the second half. And dimes for 6.
Fella, yeah, like you said, Chris, he's been running a few zone reads. This time, I don't think he had any intention at all of throwing that football. He got outside, got behind.
I don't know if that was the first possession of the second half or
I can
what.
beat this linebacker, pick up some yards. I think he feels, remember, he didn't start the first 2 games. That was his first half of football really all year. And I think he's starting to settle in.
Basically one-on-one out here to the bottom.
He was 3 for 2 on that last drive.
You're not counting him up against Sam Houston.
No. All right. And I think, you go back to 14 starts that he had at LSU, and whether it was great games or wins or losses, it's irrelevant to me. It's the experience he gained. And a lot of people assumed he would win the starting job. The reason he didn't is Haynes King's running threat in this system, and then also the knowledge of Jimbo Fisher's scheme. 3rd year in the system. That's why they went with the hunch, thinking Haynes would provide more. And after 2 games, they pulled the trigger to go back to Max Johnson.
They're probably going to run some kind of curl or slant play. Oh, no, it's not trips anymore.
Give their offense football back. They come after Johnson, pressure.
Do a short end cut. Cleared him out with the inside slot route. Nice. He's a playmaker. Number 0.
He's across midfield.
They brought pressure this time. They dialed up. Again, it's been a little bit of a mixed
Watch this
bag.
clear out route. Takes the safety with him. He just winds the.
Almost looked like he got to him right as he threw the ball, but that goes back to his size. 6'4", 6'5". He's able to hang in there to the last second. And how much fun is Ainias Smith with the ball in his hands?
They're gonna compare him to Deebo Samuel, I bet.
26th straight game with a catch. The guy who'll put his hand up, he'll play running back, he'll play DB if they'll let him. He's just that kind of a tough physical player. Had a 25-yard catch in the last touchdown drive. That was for 21.
Offense number 76, 5-yard penalty. First down.
We got Layden Robinson, the All-American guard. 5-yard penalty. Holly?
We talked to Ainias Smith about why he's so athletic, why he has that wiggle, can do a little bit of everything. And he said he played a lot of different sports growing up. He said he played baseball, and he really thought that being an outfielder and a shortstop helped him, particularly the outfield helping him track the ball. Then he said he was a good hooper. He didn't play organized, but he played a lot with his boys. And he said, I like basketball. I feel like it gave me some juke moves. I can really move my hips. I can bend. And he said all of those sports made him a well-rounded athlete here at A&M.
All about multi-sports. Basketball definitely looks like a point guard out there.
Johnson has some green grass, takes off, touches the football, and takes a hit from DJ Ivy, but again, a very productive gain on first and long.
Let's see if we can clean this
Decisions here in his second half, and
camera
I'd
up a
love to
little
see him
bit.
work through his progressions, and I think people that are going to be scouting Jimbo Fisher's offense with Max Johnson now as a starter, the assumption is that 13 Haynes King, if he comes in, he's got the speed, he's the runner. But as we're seeing, Johnson isn't a runner, but he's showing he can do enough to make you have to respect it.
This guy's a runner, A-Chain, and this time they get into the ground. Miami has had a hard time tackling him as this game is worn on. Keontre Smith got him that time.
Notice those ends aren't collapsing on that zone read anymore. That time the read was on Harvey, 12.
There we go.
He's threatened about Max Johnson pulling it, so he's staying outside. And that's what opened up that initial hole.
There's another third down.
Third and short. Better hand the ball off. This is telling. If you can't run the ball on third and short.
Continue to chew on this clock, build this lead. Smith, though, is going to be dropped for a loss on that
In the
third
wrong
down.
direction.
Canes were ready for number 6. They swum in there. It's Antonio Moultrie, who's one of the backups in that defensive line.
And Kevin Steele is dialing up things, feeling
So now you have fourth and probably 4.
Miami electing to kick the field goal. Still down 11 points. Man, again, it's so good to see Kevin Steele back coaching defense. But he dialed up some pressure that time on that third and short.
Crowd is urging Jimbo to go for it here. He's just going
to hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. You know that's what it. You know that's what this means. Watch the ball.
Work on the clock, perhaps add some points, or he can try to pin Miami back. We'll talk about it. The final quarter coming up. The Aggies had a touchdown. The Canes a field goal, and we'll head to the final quarter with the margin 11. You're watching ESPN College Football Primetime.
That dude look like Damian Woodley. Man, I'm so tempted to check on that. Tempted to check on that SC game. I'm gonna mute this. I don't know what kind of copyright things exist with these commercials, so I'm just gonna mute the commercials, and let those be. Let me check. On that SC game. What's on this one? I'm gonna leave it alone. At least my phone hasn't died, so Instagram is still up. Okay, we're going to pop over here to this SC game really quick.
This will be returned by Gary Bryant. Bryant waiting for the blocks to develop and is spun down shy of the 20. And let's check out who's gone above and beyond, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
There's the all-star team. You look at the transfers that lead them. It's the only team that has this many guys in passing.
Man, if I was at SC right now, I would have like $10 million in NIL deals.
It's like Space Jam. In fact, they actually have a player who was in Space Jam, a new legacy. Right. But that wasn't related to my comment. It just so happened. Yeah.
It's good knowledge. It's in the notes.
It's in the notes. Lincoln Riley just bringing in a wealth of talent and making it all work. So
Lincoln.
Schedule and how they've come together as a team. Williams,
Screen.
Williams,
Double pass.
so he's got a lot of time.
Throw it away, son.
This is what he can do. Extend the play with his legs, break it to the outside, and pick up positive yardage.
He got 3 or 4.
4-yard gain, first down, and what could have been a whole lot worse.
No doubt. Fresno State ran their little trickeration, got a nice little game. Lincoln Riley says, hey, I got a couple of those. Let me throw it out here, flip it back to my Heisman Trophy candidate. Jordan Addison is gloved out here to the right. Braylon Lux does a nice job in coverage. But that's
All
the
him
thing about
off.
that dude right there. It's a 4-yard gain. I don't know.
That was good defense
Second
right
down
there.
and 6. Jones will stay in there as the running back. Williams over the middle. Got
Ooh.
it. Madison, look out.
DB failed.
And he is finally gang tackled at the 40. 20-yard gain.
His defender just slips right on top of it. Maurice Norris just kind of loses his footing.
How many
You do
times
that
he
against
crosses
that
over his
guy, you said
feet?
you better look out. Great game tackle.
He's a linebacker.
Good protection. Fresno got a 5-man pressure that time. SC protected well.
We've seen Lake McCree, the tight end, line up in the backfield a couple of times already.
Who's DB wearing 30 something?
USC to get their first 2 touchdowns.
He's a
This one's
corner.
gonna hand off for Austin Jones. And he is upended
Okay, let's
after
go.
another 8 yards on the ground.
Let's look at this. Get back to this A&M game.
Body type and a guard, one of the variations they have. Again, you need your all-star from Oregon to get Travis Dye. You need your all-star from Stanford.
Yeah, I thought he had about 2, and he just wouldn't go down. You know, he's an undersized back. When I say undersized,
There we go.
Short. And he's not 220 pounds, but he runs like he's 215, 220 pounds.
Lateral determination. You give it to him.
Yes.
He makes a cut.
Ooh.
And gets the
Uh-oh.
Parrish down the sidelines and shoved that across the 25 by
I mean, that's almost their best bet, is what it seems like. It doesn't seem like Miami can pass the ball at all.
Vision here and then bounces it. Watch the block on the edge. 51
This is all him.
They kind of double team there. Nice job. The corner
Number
gets
7.
up on the inside, gives him even more room
He has one
around
job.
that right edge. So we saw physicality and toughness by Parrish. And then
If
this
he
time
takes one
vision
more step
and
to the
speed
inside, that's
to
6.
be able to get to that edge.
Tracking toward a 3rd consecutive 100-yard game to open his Canes career. He's got 82 in the 15 carries. They fake it to
Play action.
Van Dyke. Looks down.
Nice.
Inaccurate throw, man. He had a man, Michael Redding,
Let's see what they say.
wide open and just missed him.
Yeah, you know, the offensive
It's gonna be an
line
excuse.
did the best job that they could in protecting him, but eventually you'll see the pressure work through. So he's waiting on this receiver to work all the way across. In order to do that, you need time. They're holding up, and then right before he throws it, you got that pressure that got into his face just enough
Nah, buddy.
to affect that accuracy.
They haven't had receivers running free very often tonight. That time Redding was open. Into the ball game comes big fat Franklin. He is a 240-pound back. He is met in the backfield and dropped for a loss, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Cooper doing a good job of getting downhill. The backer.
DJ Scaife, the tackle, versatile veteran offensive lineman, was down on the field. First of all, out himself to check on him. We'll step aside. 3rd and 11 when we come back.
And I hope he's all right.
When tired, achy feet make your whole body want to stop, it's Dr.
Well, back to SC we go.
I miss basic cable.
We have commercials across the board here, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we are waiting on this commercial to stop so we can get back to the SC game. Yeah, his leg looks crazy. But man, in all honesty, his leg is a representation of how most football players feel about the game. Like, you know, going out there what you're risking. You're willing to lose a leg to play the game at the highest level. You are. It might sound crazy to people who never lived that life. But hey, Let's see if no, because that guy was injured. So I wonder if these commercials have copyright restrictions, so we can hear what's going on. But yeah, with Alex Smith's leg, man. See, the problem is most people don't pay attention, and I paid attention when they read the rules to me when I was playing Pop Warner. One of the rules that I had to be, well, not rules, but one of the guidelines and notices was that you could lose your life out there on that field. And you had to sign that waiver.
Here on that back end.
So we'll see what Fresno's defense can do without him on a 2nd and 10. Guy is back in the game, and Guy has the football. Off the gut. And another solid gain, 5 yards, make it 3rd and manageable.
Fresno trying to keep bluffing a lot of this pressure. Watch those linebackers consistently are up in the line of scrimmage. The negative of that is they're backing up.
Man, if you're on there on Instagram,
SC
hop over to YouTube and check out the
nice game.
live stream. We're watching the SC game right now.
This year, they've also yet to turn the ball over themselves. However, USC has yet to turn it over through what would be now 9.5 quarters.
That look I was talking about right here, double A pressure. They're showing that look. They're
gonna back out.
Linebackers, Scott Bailey right down the centers.
Under route.
Williams feels the pressure, incomplete. Nice coverage. He was looking for Mario Williams, and LJ Early got a hand in there.
That is a stop. And exactly what I was doing. That's the game that the center has to play. The quarterback has to play. Who's coming? Oh, and he's plucked out 4-man rush. I've got time. Right there. They're late as Perales gets over the top. Bobby Haskins in for Cortland Ford, and Perales affects that throw.
So 4th and 5, offense stays on the field. Already converted.
What do you call 4th and 5? It's the second quarter on the opponent's 40.
Williams feels the rush, dumps it down, Die. Did he get there?
Texas. That's what that route is called.
Die with the poise after the catch. 6-yard pickup on a 4th
Yeah,
and
2
5.
goals, 2 outs by the inside receivers.
Great call here by Lincoln Riley. Slipping Die right behind him. He bluffs that he's blocking. The hardest part there is avoiding the linebacker. Great job by Caleb Williams, drifting, getting away. There's 2 unblocked guys. Great throw and catch.
Bill Bailey just couldn't get him quickly enough. And Dodge just does enough to get the first down. Drive continues. Williams
And the ball
on his feet as he slides down, loses 2.
You're a freshman.
Thought that was going to be a magical play.
Right, there are plays where people read that guy, no doubt. I have not seen SC do that too much, but
shit, he made the wrong read.
And Isaiah Johnson says, no, you can't do that.
I'm glad he got down.
So Williams, the efficiency might be down from the first 2 games, but I would say it's almost impossible to stay at 80% completion percentage. That's the entire season.
That's Matt Leinart territory. That's Royal territory.
I'm sure we're going to give those guys their props at some point throughout the night. There's a pretty historic matchup between these 2 teams we'll get to. A 2nd and 12 for the Trojans. Williams keeps. Williams finds the open man. It's Die in space, and Die
there you go.
Extends it forward. They're going to give it a yard shy for Die.
See, that's a part of the game that fans may not understand. You're supposed to get that back the ball. He's a ball player too. Let him do his job.
It's a 3rd and 1.
Hard job throwing so he can stay on the move.
Williams takes the handoff. Williams, dangerous throw out of bounds in the direction of Brendan Rice.
I think that was a run play. But he was supposed to have a hot route.
Yeah, well, this was an RPO, and I think Brendan Rice is on a different page. It's the same route they ran earlier to a locked hitch. And Caleb Williams was anticipating that.
They weren't on the same page as it was.
Go down, watch a hard count.
Third time already that USC's going for it on fourth down. Didn't do it a single time in their first 2 games. Williams with
Don't read.
Williams out of bounds inside the 15.
Smart. I like him.
Well, when the money's on the line, they've run read option, dive option. The second one was a touchdown for Caleb Williams. Fourth, money on the line. Here it is again.
I mean, what is Fresno State doing?
Protects himself, gets everything he can, gets out of
They don't even have a backer over there.
So 3 conversions on fourth down, 2 on this drive alone.
You have the tight end and the back on the same side into the boundary. You ain't watched film, know that they run his own read.
Williams already with a throwing score and a rushing score himself. Swing it to Mario
Nice.
Williams. And he runs into 2 white
Almost
shirts
there.
shy of that first down, but 8 more yards through the air. It'll set up a second and short. Langley was there to make a tackle.
Great tunnel screen. Watch everybody coming this way. Addison leads the charge. The O-line posse. Good job by Mario Williams getting inside of those big dudes. Now that sets up everything else off of that. A screen and go, which is in both of these teams' playbooks, especially down here in the red zone.
2 tight ends in there, Epps and McCrew. Jordan Addison and swing it to him, let him go to work. Addison looking for the
Touchdown.
He's out of bounds. Cam Lockridge with a great play, but a flag.
The grown man play right there.
No, a touchdown. Jordan Addison is going to be given 6 more. And I'm going to be curious to see this replay.
Initially, that was the call. He is
That play,
Let's see how he finished
they just
that
said
one.
mine is
Mario
bigger than
Williams
yours.
was doing a great job blocking
That was
over
man to
Rush
man.
Ford, protecting for his partner, Braylon Lux, with the ball on the outside arm. He is inbounds with the feet, and we're going to take a look.
Say my big dog is bigger than yours.
Feet are in.
Yeah, I think that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Was it the defender's foot that kicked the pylon?
Either way,
Yeah.
if you didn't believe that Jordan Addison deserves all the praise in the world that he has received, winning the Biletnikoff last year and doing pretty much everything he has already done in what would be now his 6th touchdown of the year, I mean, this should prove it. All the will and want in the world. Yeah, that was the leg, but it's going to be curious here, right? I mean, we've got someone who's smarter than the 2 of us, so we might as well bring Dean Blandino to give us what's the fact. Dean, what do you have?
Yeah, so here's what they're looking at. A, did he step out of bounds? And it looks like the right foot was inbounds. Then Addison's going to extend the ball for the goal line pylon. Look like the defender's foot hits the pylon. The ball has to cross inside or over the pylon. Looking at the shots, I don't know if we have definitive evidence. Remember, it was ruled a touchdown. So we have
I thought the ball hit the pylon, but I was wrong.
To overturn. A couple of great looks. If that ball
You know what a
breaks the
good
plane
question is?
just over the top of that pylon, then it is a score.
What if the defender knocks over the pylon and then the offensive player touches the pylon with the ball out of bounds, but past the goal line? That's the right call. Think about that. He would have been averaging 2 touchdowns a game.
But normally that's a 4th down, end of game type of situation where you reach the ball. That can lead, as I was saying, to a touchback type of situation. Unbelievable effort. Never question that. But you were right all along. First of all,
I always wonder who are all these people on the USC sidelines.
If I could give one piece of advice to all of you watching, your gut is your gut. Either way, 1st and goal for USC. Looking to extend.
The big boys up front. You're going straight downhill. You're leaning already. Look at the back. The Bush push.
Touchdown USC. 2nd of the day on the ground for the QB.
Okay. Let's jump back to the A&M game.
Just hesitate.
bunch of Aggies as they run into the bench there. Tempers flaring, but Knight is giving him a spark.
And sometimes when you have one back in Henry Parrish run with a little bit of attitude and some toughness, it affects other backs. And Knighton got off to a good start this game, but he's been on the sideline and it's opened it up.
And people be trying to drown you with water when you come to the sideline.
I want to run tough. So
You catching the cramp on my watch.
in that Canes backfield.
Drive that began back at the 1 yard line. Moved it in 10 plays, 66 yards. Parrish expelling Knighton here. They fake it to a Van Dyke. His pressure tries to escape. And tries to make
Throw the
some
ball
other
away,
run.
man.
Heaves into the bench as he was hotly pursued by Antonio Johnson. Ollie?
Well, guys, one thing I'm noticing down here on the field is this Texas A&M secondary is getting very tired because of their issues tonight with suspensions and 2 guys out for targeting. They are very thin back there. In fact, Tyleek Chappelle, who had played every snap in this game before he went out injured, was starting to fade as well. And number 34,
Who laid the Dave Chappelle?
just ran off holding his left arm.
Some guys have to dig deep and play bigger roles than they're used to.
And some guys who've never played have to step out there like Moten and Anderson.
Van Dyke rolls and delivers, and that's George, Jacoby George, who's made a couple catches tonight in his first action of the season.
There's a ball thrown with some authority from Van Dyke. You talk about how he likes to throw from the pocket. He's got enough ability to be able to athletically get outside and throw. What I like is he's decisive. He sees that cushion, takes advantage of it, get the ball out there quickly, and let a very athletic guy like George be able to make somebody miss.
Will Mallory back in the game. Kirk alignment on the right. This is a first down play. Again,
How do they keep doing that?
Dyke looking to create, flips it to Mallory very short.
I know they're trying to hit that backside post.
Minutes ago, he's out there making catches and running around. Great to see. Short gain there.
And a fifth-year senior, right? I mean, this guy wants to be part of turning this Miami program back to being a winning team. He's going to, along with the other Miami seniors, trying to do everything they can to try to give themselves a chance to win this game.
And showcase himself at the next level. He's an NFL ability tight end. Picks it off. It's Mallory again. And he's going to
Man, if that throw is out in front, he has a chance.
It'll be third down.
These receivers are making all kind of crazy catches to save this guy.
Mike Gilbert, who's in his first year as a starter back in the back end, talked to DJ Dirk, and he said, really, coach, it's early in the year, coming off a tough loss. What's the strength of this defense? He said, without a doubt, it's the front, but then it's our safeties. Antonio Johnson, Gilbert, and Damani Richardson, who is out this game with targeting.
Here we go again, Kirk. Miami in the red zone, needing 6 on third down. Punched to the right of three receivers. And Dyke looking at the
Return.
delivers under-
Pow!
Then it's Parrish who makes the catch, but it's knocked down immediately. Antonio Johnson, who is down on the field, a big collision.
Come on, quarterback.
Decision coming up.
Don't really understand this.
Quarterback set him up. You in the zone. You're supposed to hit that curl on the inside.
Down to the red zone, they cannot.
Otherwise, you're going to run that return right and get your receiver smacked like you did.
That play, you just don't give yourself a chance at all to pick up the first down.
You don't go for the first down on fourth down. Again, Borregales has been very busy tonight, 2 for 4. It's from 34. To try to make it a one-possession game. And just does sneak it through that right up point. They move from the 1 to the red zone in 16 plays. But again, settled for 3. 8-point game. 8
Right, so it doesn't really make much difference.
What if you were a gigantic snack food maker and you had to wrestle
Keep getting these
against
commercials.
the supply chain to satisfy cravings from Tokyo to Toledo? So you partner
Come
with
on,
IQ
man.
Consulting to bring together data and workflow so that every driver and
I'm trying to make it to the end of this
sesame and chocolate-covered goodness with real
A&M Miami game.
Let's create supply chains that have an appetite.
My phone is holding on, so we're still on
Let's create.
Instagram. How much did they have to pay her to say that?
Go vacation home. You always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your vacation home with someone you wouldn't share your vacation with?
Got a dog.
That dog is ugly.
What you got there? All right, go get it. Yeah, good boy.
Oh, it was a puppy.
When it comes to lasting relationships, we're thinking of every mile. The new Hyundai Tucson. It's your journey.
Now that gas prices are so high, Domino's is giving you 20% off all menu prices when you order
Man, I'm
online
about
for a
to need
limited
this
time.
junk.
So hurry.
They're bringing an extra rusher. He bangs it right to Eric Brooks. Scored a touchdown last week against Oregon State. Great job hitting the ball on the outside arm. And
Back to the
finishing
SC
for Max
game.
Williams. Switching that ball, protecting it, big time, and a needed answer for Fresno State.
Hayner, who had just
First touchdown for Fresno State.
picks up 39 more and has his first score of the game. Now 22 straight games. Hayner has thrown for a touchdown, and Eric Brooks, with his second of the season, has the Bulldogs back in it on the road against the number 7 team in the country.
See, when you're a smaller school like Fresno State is playing the SC, you just have to have a couple of players make those big-time breakout plays like that. Because the depth is where the difference is. The depth, and it's normally the depth of the O-line and D-line.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I left one commercial to look at another one. Let's get this thing off of here.
Overtime.
Yeah, I mean, huge difference
All right, here we go.
7 and 3. And even if they're not easy to convert on the Yankee defense, I think those decisions will be pondered in the 305. A-Chain, meanwhile, had a really effective start to this game. We need some couple runs after halftime.
But the quarterback of the defense, Corey Flagg, good job at diagnosing, working through some of those linemen, trying to get up to him and lowering the boom there. They're crowding this line of scrimmage, expecting run with the safeties and the backers. 24 Kitchens in there too.
Corey Flagg, one of the Texans, plays for the Canes here. Guy
Second
who,
and 10.
like this, hunts, and then
25.
runs. It's kind of a, I didn't know you could do Florida thing. Yeah, you can do
Run play down here.
It's not big, but it's done.
No.
Johnson from the pocket delivers, and the catch is made underneath by Lane, who's knocked down at the 30.
You and
That's
Jen
the
are
third down.
doing that?
There's so many other nice things to eat down there. I have not partaken in it. They are a pest, though. I'll say that.
How about that tackle in the open field? That's not an easy thing to do against a
Wait a minute. Is he an impressive athlete? He may end up as a linebacker before he's done, but he's a 6'5", 225 safety out of Fort Lauderdale. 5-star at Heritage High School.
There's big third down.
Very good.
Those outfits, man.
Johnson across the middle. He just bounced the ball, knocked down after the throw. So the pressure was part of it. Keith Brown was the intended man, but they'll have to punt.
Took a page out of Vic Fangio, put 5 guys up there to create one-on-one opportunities to try to get that pressure. Somebody's got to win with those. It's not necessarily a blitz, but it's
He back there scared.
Get the one-on-one chances, and it affects Max Johnson, Not a great throw that time on third down.
So the Aggies don't burn much clock. A very quick drive. And they'll punt it back to Miami. Constantino, another booming punt, very high. And the fair catch is made by Stevenson. So Miami,
I don't even know how
a
that
long way
was.
from the end zone, but still hanging around. 7:06 to go here in College Station.
You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
On September 23rd, Avatar is back in theaters for a limited time only.
Outstanding.
Witness the ultimate adventure. The wait was meant to be seen.
You have a strong heart, no fear.
In stunning 4K high dynamic range. Avatar, rated PG-13, September 23rd. Returns to theaters in 3D and all formats. Tickets on sale now.
Do you want some more?
Wait till you see me on the downhill.
See you at home.
Enjoy it with the advanced safety features of a Lexus ES.
Weird.
Your morning egg McMuffin.
Man, I gotta figure that out.
Afternoon Big Mac. Because every one of your orders earns points you can redeem for free McDonald's when you order with the McDonald's
Watch,
app.
as soon as I go back to the USC game, it's gonna go to commercial.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and save big during the 4-day super sale. Get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $26.69. Hurry, it's only September 16th through the 19th. Shop online or at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Enjoy 2 pancakes,
All right.
2 eggs your way, and 2 pieces of bacon for only $5. The 2x2x2 from IHOP. Hurry in and
And then he's into space, and again, a great effort by that Fresno State secondary to track him down.
What the?
And fight that next down. That was a big job.
It's also been a clean game to this point. That's just the first penalty, by the way, that last play for USC. Only one penalty for Fresno State. But, man, Austin Jones, Lincoln Riley told us that they're going to ride the hot hand. Guy has had his moments already tonight, and now Jones steps into the spotlight himself.
No doubt. That was a huge penalty, 15-yard penalty right there on just a little throw and catch. Caleb Williams was trying to milk it, and then the receivers were trying to decide whether he should become the runner instead of just dumping it right away. First and a bunch.
25 to be exact, as Dye is in there, and we'll have the handoff. Dye lets that blocking develop and surges past the 30 to the 29. Lavelle Bailey, one of those 3 major linebacking core pieces, comes in and stops him in his tracks.
Lavelle Bailey, another guy that Coach Tedford just couldn't say.
Get back to the A&M game. Hopefully it's off commercial by now. Yeah, perfect timing.
Countdown. Rams trying to bounce back. One-on-one interview with Matthew Stafford. Randy Moss ranks the best catches from today's CFP action. 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. So, Van Dyke and the Canes still in this thing. They need a touchdown this time, though, and a long throw and a catch made.
Man, can you keep your receivers up off the ground?
Keyshawn Smith.
How about that line? That play took forever. He had about 4.5, 5 seconds to be able to make this throw. Make sure he got his arms
You
underneath.
better go ahead, hurry up and snap the ball. I mean,
But great protection there. The crowd wants him to take a peek. They've already snapped the ball.
Fisher used his one challenge earlier and was unsuccessful. Canes did snap that perhaps with this replay in mind. Let's see.
it was not a catch.
Squeezed through and
You
hit
think
the
that's
ground.
through there? Think they got away with one?
Yeah,
They may have gotten away with one there, but it looks like he did get his arms
it's good
down.
coaching.
It looked like it squeezed through.
Might have gone through, yeah.
They didn't buzz down quickly, and Miami was pretty shrewd to run a play fast. Van Dyke across the middle, and that's Mallory who's really getting involved here in the fourth quarter. First down into Aggie territory.
Nice with the running back. You clear the running back out, then you open up a nice throwing lane. Nobody left in the middle. It's a one-on-one matchup with a linebacker against Will Mallory, and Mallory's going to win that matchup. That time it was against
No more bulls. Horse collar.
Flag down. Fadil Diggs got him as he was being pursued. Holding.
Do they even call horse collar anymore? I don't know.
He was guilty of one last week as well. Got out against Anderson.
So he got a hold of his face.
That's what happens when
Wrapped onto the jersey.
you try to bounce it in. The blocking is not designed for
All the way
that.
back to the Miami 43.
Some kicks there. Fatigue now in the fourth quarter. It's a humid night.
First and 20. Pitch to the sidelines, incomplete. Tightly covered with Smith there by Chappelle.
They're DJ Durkin is rolling those corners up, trying to challenge these receivers on every throw. Chappelle's a guy they believe in. They think he could be one of their top corners. He walked right up into the face of this receiver that time, Smith. Affected the timing. See him, he's down at the bottom again. Don't want to give anything easy away.
The long throw, catch made, and a flag comes in again in the holding zone. Michael Redding made the catch, but Jeff Heiser has more bad news for Miami.
Holding, offense, number 60.
DJ Scape went out at right tackle injured, so Zion Nelson has slipped over to that side and is guilty of the hold.
Nelson came in early in the game for John Campbell, 74, and because of
5 minutes left.
he's got to show the versatility to go from the left to the right.
What is Miami going to do? Are they going to make a play?
Get that right hand, get up around the neck there of Overton.
Or are they going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot? It's 2nd and 30.
Aggie 37.
Durkin doing a good job of rotating a lot of bodies, trying to stay fresh up front, and it's worked.
What if this slot guy here just burns up the scene? Oh, nope. Short route. Nice.
Kobe George picks up.
I would have tried to get it to the
Will be third down and a mile.
outside guy, but hey, I understand. Maybe he makes somebody miss and hits his head on the
What they can do
goalpost.
without Antonio Johnson. You talked about guys digging deep, stepping up and playing a role.
They're going to rush 3, drop 8, make it tough on him in coverage.
Takes off. Chances of scrambling on it in 3rd and 24 are nil. And it's at 4th down. So the two
How would you even try to hit him on his way down?
back-to-back, dooming that drive.
I can't help but go back to the opening drive of the second half. They had to use a costly penalty because they weren't getting the ball snapped. The play clock was running down. They wasted a penalty. Now you're at wasted a timeout. Now you're at 2 timeouts.
There are 2 possessions left in this game.
They're really working.
Miami has enough time to stop them and then get the ball back and go on another drive. But if A&M crosses the 50, that's ball game. Nice special teams
There is
play.
a flag down line of scrimmage far side of the field, so we'll see if maybe they took off too soon.
Could be an illegal formation.
They had 3 protectors.
I mean, they've shot themselves in the foot this whole drive.
And 5 guys in the backfield.
One man was lined up
Wow.
off the line. Yep. So that's a good play by the punter that is wiped away.
He's got to do it again.
The 5th. You have the punter back here, and then you got 3 more there. It's a total of 5. Only have 4 in the backfield. You know, Miami's gonna, if they end up losing this game, they're gonna go back and look at some
All
of
these
these miscues. They're
penalties.
gonna try to learn from them. And
Good Lord, where they get this guy from?
it's frustrating, I'm sure, for Mario when they go back and look because there's been some
He's probably the most tatted kicker in history.
Negated a 55-yard punt.
He's got to
What they
be.
can do with another chance.
Let's see if they can do it again.
Very high. And it's
Oh, fumble.
It's the wrestling match. It is a big time wrestling match. Two guys fight. They're still fighting for it right now.
It looked like A&M got the ball back though.
Moment of the game. And Texas A&M wins that wrestling match. Did a nice that back. Well, how did he fumble? No, yeah, but that happens. But how in the world did he get it back?
This ball right there, you're thinking Miami's got it right there, but Anaya Smith gets on top of it for the Aggies and saves them. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say Miami was going to be able to get into the end zone anyway? It's a nice truck. Not a big Toyota fan, but hey.
Look at this, though. See somebody step this game up, huh? Game over.
Made for grand entrances. The Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Oh, Dad, you forgot about dinner.
I did.
Well, Mom didn't. Yeehaw! Ooh, look at that spread.
And I didn't have to cook any.
Hey, kids, no stealing fries.
I'm not.
That's right. Family style and fit your style, that thing's looking good.
Swing, swing, swing. You flannel-clad kings. Fling, fling, fling. That beast's got wings. Swing, swing, swing. Spin that thing. Ding, ding, ding.
I think it's like 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Miami just almost got a fumble, but they missed it. It was a golden opportunity.
Take an afternoon break to see your next home. Or maybe the evening is better. Or maybe right
I
after
don't know what
coffee.
that's supposed to do.
With flexible and easy ways to start scheduling a tour, there's no place like Zillow.
Oh, allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise or take Zysol at night.
Here's what you expect from your wireless plan. But in T-Mobile, this is what you get. And so much.
Come on, man. There's only 3 minutes left. I know they're trying to make it stretch out to 11:30.
$225 in value each month. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 and even more. At T-Mobile.
Everybody hates the taking off and putting on your shoes nightmare at the airport. But now
There we go.
Could be Travis out of the backfield to chunk that defender. Could be where the left guard, in this case, April Voorhees 72, helps out. But right here, Fresno doing a nice job. This look, you can't help out there as the left guard.
Free play.
What up?
Takes the shot.
Woo. What up, Junior?
Recognized he had it, looking for Taj Washington, streaking down the field, guarded by Elijah Gates.
defense number 4 in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
You should join the
Fresno
live
State
stream.
does this a ton themselves. No doubt he's in the neutral zone at the
I
snap.
think the link is.
Travis Dye did a good job helping. That's exactly what Caleb Williams should do. He knows it's offside. He sees the flag. Take a shot. Nothing bad can
There we
happen.
go.
worst thing coming right here at 37.
That's exactly what they've got. Guy stays in there for running back.
Right now, we're watching the SC Fresno State game. I'm about to turn back in a second. We're almost at halftime.
They brought down a 2. Williams. Searching. Williams. All the time.
Starting at 7. Get the first down.
Time running out. Corrales is there again. It's paralysis by analysis. And Fresno State with another big sack to stop 4th down.
This is an unbelievable effort.
It's a coverage sack.
We've got Bobby Haskins. We've got Travis Dye. Watch this, a triple team on that left side of Corrales right
He's
there.
open. He's open.
Working and working, and they keep covering
He
and
had the
covering.
curl wide open.
Unbelievable effort off the
I don't know what
ground,
this
gets
guy's
up and
looking at.
finishes. Caleb Williams. Wow.
That's a terrible play. I think he's supposed, I don't know, but I'm assuming he's supposed to be really good since his receiver is the Biletnikoff Award winner. Normally the quarterback is good, if that's the case. But that was a terrible play. Okay.
DJ Durkin coming into Texas A&M as a new defensive coordinator. In the season will play out, we'll see. But you gotta like the way
Charlie
these
Strong.
defenses are playing.
Let's see.
On both sides
Miami
of the
gets the ball back.
early in the year, and learning a new scheme. In DJ Durkin's case, he's got a
Maybe one
depleted
more
secondary, playing with guys he probably didn't expect to play tonight. But all in all, everybody's holding up and playing pretty good. So I think it's a combo. The offense is trying to find themselves, but the defenses are balling tonight, playing great.
Absolutely. No doubt. A lot of guys on the A&M side being pressed.
Oh.
They've got their jumbo package backfield in there. Brown over at Johnson.
You're going to throw it, you're going to run it, and make him use it last time out.
Hold on, how are we gonna do this?
Short yardage formation. We're going to make them spend the time out.
I mean, you could play.
Junior, you're muted.
You never know, but he decides to make Mario use that last time out. So now you're going to get the ball back out of timeouts with a little over a minute to go.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, he's been relying on his defense. I mean, special teams mistakes. And
You gotta unmute yourself.
Borregales left 6 points on the field. One long one he missed. The other one was blocked. But, to hang around on
He
the road
left.
now, ask your offense to come up
He
with
leave.
some big plays in the final minute and a half to win it.
I mean, you're always going to be second guessed when things don't work out. The bottom line is, at least you've given yourself a chance here in this fourth quarter to potentially get this game into overtime. Now, again, it's going to be a challenge. You got a quarterback that can throw it. I'm not worried about Van Dyke. You're worried about, can the receivers get some separation? Can they get open and give them a chance? And can the line protect when it's an obvious passing situation?
And Constantino continue his brilliant punting. Tyreek Stevenson, whose muff did set up A&M's first score, would love a chance to create something here as a returner if the Aussie gives him a chance. Lefty boot is high. Stevenson, no fair catch.
Junior, what's up, man?
What's going on, Mike?
What up with you?
What's the deal, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. How you been doing?
Man, chilling, man. I've been doing good, blessed.
What you been up to?
And just working, doing my thing. What
I
about
know it.
real estate out there?
Bro, it's cool. It's kind of up and down. It's like real relative to like what the needs are of the whatever person I'm talking to for real.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
in different situations, like different situations.
You back in Killeen?
Nah, I'm out here in Austin.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Big Austin. Back in Texas, though, man. I know you're happy about that.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I will probably end up living in Texas, but I'm probably gonna live somewhere else in between.
Yeah.
Where you at right now?
Back in Kansas City.
Oh, okay, true.
Yep.
Is it cold? Has it started getting cold yet?
Nah, it's still in the 90s. type stuff. So it's still kind of summery out here, waiting for that fall weather. What about out there?
True. Man, heck nah. It was like 100 something yesterday.
Nah. See, y'all can keep Texas, man. Y'all can keep that heat out there.
Bro, it's gonna stay like that. It might be, in all honesty, it might be like 90 something on Christmas Day.
Man, yeah.
You never know.
I'm good on that, man. I'm good on that. What you think about them? What you think about the KU boys?
Man, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens, bro, when you keep a coach longer than 2 years.
Yeah. I agree. It's like now it's just like schools want that immediate success, or they get rid of you, which is kind of tough as a coach, I feel like.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like they play well as a team, and they make good adjustments.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah. Hey, that quarterback remind me of you, man.
Bro, he nice, and I haven't even seen any of the games. I just looked at the stat lines, and by the stat lines, I can tell that the play calling suits him well, and that it's kind of balanced because he never has to throw the ball like 40 times a game. He's throwing the thing like 15 to 20 times a game. He's like,
is that bad for a quarterback having to throw it so many times in a game? Like,
it depends on what kind of
bad
offense
for
you're
offense?
on. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're at like Texas A&M, Texas Tech, where that's what they do, then that's just what they do. But if you don't have the offense and defense built for that, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's interesting too because it looks like they like they don't really do the hurry up like a lot of the Big 12 teams too. Like they were hustling and stuff and like taking their time with it, which was interesting. I'm like, dang, it kind of goes to show that you can kind of come in and like do your own thing. You ain't got to follow the the trends, I guess, of whatever the conference is.
Fact. Yeah, you can. That's a good. I didn't know that.
Yeah. They huddle every single play, bro. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
And it's working. And they're putting it like 50 a game.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. They look good though, man. I'm happy for them. Seems like the head guy too wants, really wants to do well for the program and for the university.
How long has he been there? Do you know?
I want to say this is second or third year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's their
issue. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was just gonna say that's their issue, bro. They just keep shuffling in new people instead of letting somebody build something.
Well, at what point do you think though it's like, yeah, this ain't the guy though? Because like I feel like that too. I feel like if you leave a dude in there, he might just run the program for a whole decade. You like mess around them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. So what's the tell for like to know when to get rid of a coach? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you just got to judge his performance.
Yeah.
I know, like when we played for. Did you play for Coach Weiss?
Yeah. I was there. That was the year he got fired. Was my first year.
Okay. I think that situation wasn't good because I don't think he's ever been a successful head coach, in all honesty.
Yeah.
And I realized that when he got hired, but at the same time, I feel like they were looking at his pedigree, where he came from in the NFL. He won a championship in the NFL, but every place he had been coaching since then,
was
not good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I had never heard of this coach before, so maybe they actually looked at his track record, and that's why they hired him instead of just his name.
Yeah, that's tough too. I feel like sometimes coaches come in too that's been doing it for a long time, and they just kind of, I don't know, maybe not as hungry anymore, like in their older years, in their later years of coaching. I guess I don't know. I've never been a coach, so
They probably stuck in their own ways, just
yeah,
like any other old person.
yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I think it was week 3 that he got fired after we played Texas. Week 3 or 4, I think was.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about head coaches is they get fired for not succeeding and they still get that money.
Yeah, she'll get that buyout. Even Scott Frost, the most recent one in Nebraska. He walked off with a ton of money. I don't know what the actual number was, but
15 mil.
yeah.
And then if they would have waited, I think 1 or 2 more weeks, that number would have got cut in half to 7.5.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Really trying to get rid of him. And then they lost to Oklahoma today by 40, 50 points or something.
That's to be expected. They were at home too. Nebraska was at home.
Yeah.
That's tough.
They need to go ahead and bring back Bo Pelini.
Why did they let him go?
I think he was having. Yeah, he started losing, but it was crazy because it was he just came off a really good year, and then I guess he lost 2 or 3 games in a row, and they were and they've been downhill ever since, I guess.
I wonder what makes institutions make calls like that. You have a coach who's been winning or is coming off of a winning season, and your move is to fire him.
Yeah. Give him a year, rebuilding year.
Yeah, something, bro.
Yeah. It's bound to happen. Every school, other than Alabama, is going to need at least every 3 or 4 years going to need one rebuilding year.
I mean, let's be real. If Alabama had a down year, and then the next year they lose week 1, they gonna try to get Nick Saban up out of there.
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh, this dude having technical difficulties. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Nick Saban he gonna have to win him a couple more and just walk off into the sunset, because as soon as Alabama start plummeting, they gonna come for his head.
It's over with.
Yeah, even one or 2 losses, a 2-loss season for him, he's on the hot seat.
And they almost lost to Texas last week.
Mhm. Yeah, if their quarterback didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I believe they would have lost.
Yeah. Hey man.
What up, bro?
You're probably one of the greatest quarterbacks I've been with, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Do you feel like KU didn't give you a fair shake?
Oh, 100%.
I feel like they didn't either, brother. I feel like they didn't either, because when I seen you playing, bro, I was like, why isn't Mike Cummings why hasn't he been playing every single down since he's been here?
Money.
Do you think it's a politic thing, or?
I think but I think it was a politics thing and it was a money thing. If you so put it like this, without saying people's names, if you were to go to a different school, say you're starting at USC, right?
Yeah.
And you lose your job to a freshman.
Yeah.
But then you get an opportunity to go to University of Georgia to play for a coach that you turned down.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the University of Georgia, you got a house, you got a car, you married, your wife works at the university dentist office.
Yeah.
You going to the University of Georgia.
Yeah.
And because they made all that happen for you, you gonna play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
how the situation. It's a little different now for these guys though, because they got the transfer portal.
The portal, yeah.
Yeah, so they can
I
just
feel like
put their
that's
name
turned
in there.
into. I feel
What's
like
that?
that's turned football upside down because like I feel like it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Like I think it's a good thing to like allow the players like kind of more freedom rather than like because I feel like before coaches could just drop a job anywhere and pick up one across the country with no repercussion. But you know, football players had to sit out a year, go through all these hoops and loops to be able to play. So I feel like it's good for them. But on the other end too, I feel like you know you're seeing a lot of those upsets of the teams that are usually good aren't as good, and then you see the rise of like other teams, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with the portal. You know what I mean? You're getting a lot of guys being able to go to. I mean, I think even KU they said on defense there's like 9 transfers. Kid from like Ohio State. And, yeah, I mean, you're getting good players being able to kind of go where they're wanted, I guess now, and where they fit in better, which is.
I think you're right about the transfer portal and the NIL now, because they can get some money.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would I go to Alabama and sit for 3 years when I can go to whoever, fucking University of Idaho, and make $250,000 a year off of sponsorships or something?
Yeah.
It's a different game, bro. It's a different game.
You think you would have like taken an opportunity with all like the politics and stuff you were talking about, like if the transfer portal was a thing back when you were here, do you think you would have thought? I mean, I know it's like here and there, you know, obviously because should, coulda, woulda, but do you think if the opportunity was presented to you at the time that you would have taken it?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the thing with me was I didn't know anybody in the college game that I felt could help me get to another place.
Yeah.
And the coaches that I did reach out to, they wasn't really helpful, in all honesty. So I would have took advantage of the transfer portal for sure.
Yeah.
I would have tried to end up somewhere like USC for a year or something like that.
That would have been wild, bro. That would have been wild.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, man. I always like anytime I talk to somebody, man, I'm always bringing up your name and stuff, man. Like that spring game you went down, man. Man, I still remember that day, man.
Man, you.
I was, man. I about ran over to the sideline.
Bro, tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about it. A walk-on hurts your starting quarterback before the season starts.
Bro, I'm like, my blood is boiling as you talking about it, bro. It was like 5-6 years ago, but my blood is boiling as you talk about it, my guy.
Man, some of that stuff don't even seem like, if you weren't there, it wouldn't sound real.
It wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. That whole thing, I feel like, and that's the thing that gets me too with like new guys that come in. It's always like, you know, obviously, you know, to play the game and like you gotta be able to have a level of toughness because you gotta fight through adversity. Like bad shit's gonna happen in the game. You need tough guys to be like, you know, even though bad shit happen, we still gonna push forward and push towards that goal of winning the game. But man, I feel like some guys that come in and like new head coaches and stuff, they're like, you gotta be fucking tough. Like it's just hoorah shit to me, and it's just like,
right.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's overboard. You come from military, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe you have an understanding of how that dynamic needs to be better than I do, because you know my parents were pastors, so they were like very soft spoken and like, you know what I mean, type shit. But it was just like, it just seemed like that spring game, he was like quarterback alive. Like I've never heard of a spring game having quarterbacks live, but okay.
Hello.
and then our starting quarterback goes down, so it's just like, well, you know.
Right. And my thing is, bro, not only does the starting quarterback go down, you then award that dude a scholarship. In any other situation, he would have been off the team before the game ended.
Yeah. Yep.
And then to add to stuff that you don't know, because I mean nobody knows this except like the coaching staff and stuff. But then I talk because I was like a player coach the whole year, so I was trying to be a GA that spring.
Yeah.
Who we give the GA job to?
I wasn't there. Who do you give it to?
Who do you think?
He
The
gave
same
it to-
person he
yeah.
gave a scholarship to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was too, like at the end of the year, like when all the coaches left, like Keesaw and all them, man, like I feel like it was looking up, especially with you coming in, having that experience. Like you were a vet at that point, like you come up to the table. I was like, man, like Mike gonna mess around and like take us to a bowl game next year. Like that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, look, I know Mike. I know he's capable of, like, if I'm in what we need to do, like, we're going to be all right. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we was going to win a national championship or, like, we was going to do anything of that nature. But, like, I was like, yeah, Mike knows what the hell he's doing. You know?
I think, nah, bro, you're right, though, because, and it goes back to what you're talking about the rah-rah stuff. It's like only a few types of leadership that work. And the one that for sure does work is earn. You got to earn it. You have to earn the leadership. You have to earn the trust of the people that you're leading. And if that's not what it's built on, then whatever is being built is gonna fall.
Yeah.
So,
nah,
that's what that rah-rah stuff is you was talking about. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, and that was the thing that happened with you too. Was like, I remember in the summer with Sock, man, we used to do those. What is it? On Saturdays we would run the campus.
Oh yeah.
Remember those? Yeah. Hey man, I'm the first one to say I was always the last one. I was always the one in the back, man. You know, running wasn't my forte, but I remember. I remember you, just coming to the back and like pushing me, man. I'm like, yeah, like this is what leadership to me, like that's what I responded to the best. Was like, it wasn't like the fake juice, like everyone trying to get hyped up to please the coaches or like to be like, let's go. Like, it was like, that was like the most exemplary thing of leadership that I seen while I was there. I was like, this dude, you could have been done in the first, with the first guys, and he go to the back after you finished and was like, hey, let's go, Junior. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah.
You're right. I mean, I wonder how many other players saw it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not many.
Because it
Not
wasn't
many.
seeing like that wasn't rewarded. Being the other way was rewarded.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about the culture of football, because like you don't win with the fake guys. You win with the guys who are doing the little stuff like that nobody sees, like the stuff that you were doing. And it was evident when you took over the job, like, we was in position. So like in teams we shouldn't even have been like competing with at that point, at least from what the public eye seen. I mean, we all knew we could compete, but like at that point it was like we were actually competing with guys like the Iowa States, the TCUs, like, and you were leading the charge, like, and it wasn't like you were the the hoorah, da, 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 like, you know. I mean, you seen it too. You seen the guys in the weight room that's like, or like at practice, it's like fake juice, but like when it comes to lining up between the lines, it's like they got nothing to offer. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I don't know, man. I'm getting fired up just talking about it. I need to calm down.
Man, trust me, I already know. I was just talking to. I was talking to. You remember Tadarian?
Yeah, I remember Tadarian.
Yeah, I was talking to T about that, man. I was like, bro, we really sitting out here, trying to make it in the working world, bro. We supposed to be playing football. Like our opportunities were squandered. Because of somebody else's poor decision making.
Yeah.
And you just got to be good enough to keep winning in life.
Yeah. Hey, man, funniest shit that T told me was like, it was the first day at camp, and I think we were staying at the, what was the name of that hotel across from the theater that we always stayed at? The Holiday Inn?
Where? Yeah. Holiday.
The Holiday Inn. Yeah. And I walk into T's room, and T like, I'm not knowing what's going on. I'm a freshman. I'm like, yeah, we just about to go to camp, like, just do it. When you're an incoming freshman, you don't understand that camp is like, it ain't like high school camp. Like, camp in college is like, you wake up like, football until like, 1 a.m. and then you back to sleep and got to get up at 5 a.m. So I didn't understand that. I come in T's room, T like, he said, hey, Junior, you need to get closer to God, man. he said, can't you gonna get closer to God, man? You need to start praying. I started laughing. I said, why?
Bro,
I found out.
That camp is serious.
Yeah.
People think it's like I guess people think it's like what they see on movies, but bro, it's worse.
It's worse. It's not even the physical part of it, it's the mental part. Like, you got to sit in meetings for like 6-7 hours a day, and then you practice for like an hour and a half too. But it's like, I'd rather practice a little more than sitting these damn meetings. Like, I'm falling asleep. You got to remember 10,000 things. It was probably worse for you because you're a quarterback, but like, yeah.
Yeah, the meetings, boy. And then the worst part is when you're not playing and you have to watch somebody else make all these mistakes on film, bro. And you're like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that's part of the stuff. Me and T did a little stream, and I told him, bro, we need to talk about all that stuff. So if you ever want to get on there, bro, you're welcome to.
Oh yeah.
Because what I was telling him is what happens is our stories and experiences don't get told because we feel like they don't have no value because we didn't accomplish our goal of making it to the league.
Yeah.
But bro, you still accomplished what 0.04% of anybody who ever decided to play football has never accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your experiences are valuable too, because it's somebody out there that can learn and you can help them from your experiences. So I'm gonna keep doing this.
Please, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely valuable, man. Like just seeing all that you do, and I kind of caught a clip of you and T. I think it was on Instagram or something, man. But definitely, it's definitely valuable, man. Like you said, but
I'm gonna put you on there too. If you hop on the stream, I'm gonna put you on there.
Hey man, I ain't got that much valuable stuff to say like y'all, cause
bro,
y'all was actually in there, you know what I mean? But
bro, your story is valuable, dog. Don't shortchange yourself.
Yeah.
Don't, because something else I told T, I was like, what happens is when we get done playing ball, we've spent like our whole life or however long you played perfecting this craft. And then when it's done, you have to jump out there into the real world and start back over at square one.
Yeah.
And a lot of us have a hard time going back to being the beginner at something because that's how you're going to have to start. And you're going to have to learn
Yeah.
from the ground up and then become
Wow.
an expert like you were at sports.
Yeah.
So don't shortchange yourself, dog. You
I
right in a
appreciate it.
position to help somebody with whatever you had to say.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's crazy that you say like having to start over and stuff, man. Like that's just it's so crazy because like you spend so much time investing in the football and stuff to get out and not really have anything to show for it. You know what I mean? And not really have like like the regular students here and stuff or wherever school you're at. You know, they go through summers doing internships or setting up, networking with different people, and they have opportunities when they get out because they've already networked and did all these things, interned under like, financial companies or whatever you have it. But like, when you play football, all of that's gone, all of your hours every single day, 365 is dedicated to ball. So, I've seen that a lot of times, like guys have, and even me, myself, I've experienced it too, having to navigate that outside of football, like, you know what I mean? Like what's the next move or,
Yeah.
so it definitely brings value to hear guys like you and T, talk about those things and, navigating through that and to see you doing real estate and doing all the things that you're doing, you know what I mean? So it's super dope, man.
Bro, how hold on, I don't even know how to do that. You still got my phone number?
I don't, but I can
I
definitely
reach out to you. I'll reach out to you on Instagram. We ain't gonna put that on the
Okay.
live because I'm gonna just put
Okay,
this
yep,
live
yep.
straight up. But I'll talk to you about it offline. But
Yeah.
the premise of what I'm gonna talk to you about is we didn't have the opportunity to do those internships and build those other relationships, but you have relationships with people who can help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially like professionally. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it offline, but that's something else that we don't realize that through all those years we played, it's people who we encountered that remember us who are just waiting for us to reach out and ask them for help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got some people who not gonna help you, which is fine, charge it to the game, but that shouldn't keep you from asking the next person if there is something that they could help you with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 And I feel like that's the, going like just piggybacking off what you said, like I feel like for me that's the tough part too is asking for the help. I think
Yeah.
there's a certain level like independency in the game, like yeah, in the game of football you count on your teammates, you count on your brothers, but there's definitely like a level of like kind of independency where like I gotta uphold something for myself or uphold myself before I can like, be held accountable by these guys. I need to be self accountable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough to, like you said, to reach out for that help. But definitely I appreciate you for saying that and to know that I can reach out to you now and
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. Anytime, cause bro, we all trying to win and whatever we doing, man. And if we can't help each other, then shoot, what do we have a relationship for?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, it's some people who say they gonna help you and they not, or who say they gonna try to look out for you and they not. But that just come with the territory. It's
Yeah.
you can't force somebody to keep their word.
Yeah.
But it tells you something about them when they don't, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Hey, you still pushing that Avalanche?
Bro, I sold it.
No, bro.
I sold it this year.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice car, bro.
Man, I
You had the
appreciate
setup
it.
on the inside too. You had the little
Yeah.
iPad in there.
Yeah.
I remember you used to get on me for messing up your seat covers.
Bruh. Yeah, every time you got in and out, you used to roll them up. Bro. Yeah, it served me well, man. It was a good truck.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
remember that much.
it was a 05, so it lasted all the way until 2022. So yeah.
I know you had some miles on there too from driving to Texas and Kansas.
It wasn't that much. It was like,
Really?
yeah, I had like maybe 170 or something like that.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
I mean, I guess when you were in Lawrence, you weren't really driving like
Yeah,
that.
not at all.
Yeah, like your furthest driving was probably like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. How long is that drive from Lawrence to Killeen? Like if you were to go home on holidays and stuff.
Like 13 hours.
You was making that drive?
I made that drive like twice.
Oh,
and then I was like, this ain't it. If I can't fly home, then I'm
you ain't going.
I ain't
You
going.
just gonna chill. You just gonna chill.
I ain't going.
I feel it, man. Nah, man. I have fond memories of with you and Coach Hosopple, man. Coach Hosopple was probably the best thing that happened to me while I was here, man.
Real.
I feel like he was an asset to. It was sad to see him go when all the staff went, man. He was probably the one that I was like, I think everyone kind of mourned his leaving a little bit when he left.
Yeah, I think
don't know
he
if
was
you felt that
proud.
way, bro.
Go ahead.
I just didn't know if the older guys felt that way about him. I know a lot of the younger guys, liked him. I don't know if the vets was like, feeling him particularly or.
I think I know for me personally, I like Sop, but I also felt like, let me word it like this. I understood that he had to answer to Coach Weiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as real as Hosopple was and is, I knew that, he had to answer to freaking Coach Weiss. And
He
both
was only
know,
as good as don't let him.
yeah, we know how he was.
Yeah.
But he's solid. Shoot, Irv is you remember Irv?
Yeah, I remember Irv.
I just saw him on the Miami sideline.
On whose sideline?
Miami.
Oh, Irv?
Yup.
I seen T. Hill was working with the Broncos for a little bit.
Yeah, I think he still is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is right now, but I didn't hear of him leaving, so I'm guessing he's still there.
Yeah. That elevation.
Yeah, he
in
put a lot of
Colorado,
people on.
He did, yeah. I remember he was still staying an hour and a half away. He was staying in Lehman the whole time he was working at KU. He would when we'd have 5 a.m. or something, he'd have to get up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. to make that drive.
Damn.
Dang, man. He was committed, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Shows how much he wanted it though, man, because he,
Thanks.
Yeah. Where's Springer at?
I don't know. He was at Rutgers for a little while. What's up?
Did you play with Springer for his last few years, or was he already gone by the time you?
He was already gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Them 6 a.m.s and 5 a.m.s wasn't it, man. Are you an early bird? You still waking up at EE hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only time I have to do stuff, bro.
Yeah.
because I'm trying to get the YouTube thing going. I be editing videos and stuff late, so like I
Yeah,
really don't have time to be doing stuff in the evening. Besides like
yeah,
a little short workout or something.
yeah.
What about you? You done with them?
Yeah. I mean, get up when I need to in the morning, but man, if I got to, I'll take that another hour or two to sleep into like 8, 9 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Hey, I love sleeping in when I can. Like the
Yeah,
weekends, I sleep in, bro.
yeah, facts. Nah, sometimes sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. and I have a mini heart attack. I think I gotta go to like or something, man. I still feel like anxiety about about time, man. Another thing too that football instilled in me too is like showing up on time, man. Even like going in for shifts at work or like anything,
Mhm.
man. I show up like an hour early, bro. I'll sit outside in the parking lot until I gotta go in. Be late.
See, it's valuable lessons learned through the game, man, that we just
Yeah,
don't realize.
yeah,
We don't
facts,
realize.
facts. Yeah, 'cause I mean I be seeing people I work with, they be rolling in like 20, 30 minutes late, like nothing happened too, man. I'm like, man.
That's crazy.
Who's playing right now? USC.
SC and Fresno State.
And he just got Lincoln Riley this year, yeah.
Yeah. They have I think that was him right there, number 4. He won the Biletnikoff Award last year, I think. The
What's that? Is that
top,
a receiver
that's,
award?
yeah, the top receiver in the country.
Oh wow.
And I think
So
this
he
quarterback is supposed to be pretty good too.
is that the kid from Oklahoma too? The Caleb Bloomsky?
What's his name?
Is it like Caleb Williams? Because I know the
Yep.
quarterback transferred with
Yep.
Lincoln.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He was going off at Oklahoma last year.
Man, how they rip his helmet off and it's not a face mask?
Those helmets are ugly, bro. I don't care what nobody says, man. Them things are ugly. What you think about them? Would you wear one?
What do you mean, the helmets?
Yeah, the new face mask that they got, it don't have the top bar. It only has like the bottom face mask.
Hold
I think
on.
he has on one right here. They're brand new. I don't know if they're Riddell or.
What do you mean top? What do you mean?
Nah, he ain't got one. He got a.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just
Yeah.
like the side?
It looked like those old helmets, but it only has the bottom bars that cover your mouth. It doesn't have the top ones that screw in.
Oh, how did that work?
I have no clue.
How does
He's
it
been out
stay
of the
on?
game for too long, man. We don't even know how the helmets look now.
I got these old helmets, but I guess they outdated.
Yeah, oh, Mike, he said, how'd that work? Yeah, well, how do you do that?
Well, I mean, how's it gonna fasten to the helmet? Cause look, hold on. Cause this is where it fasten at right here.
Yeah. See, it doesn't have the top, yeah, it fastens on the side.
Oh, so you can swipe.
You have to look a picture
down.
up. Yeah. You have to look a picture up on Google. The new helmet. You'll see what I'm talking about. They kind of look like kicker helmets.
He said I've been out the game too long. I guess so. That's wild.
I think you were you working for the university? For KU?
For who?
A little bit? Were you working for KU for a couple of years?
Yeah.
Were you working for the team or?
No, I was working in you remember KU Leeds?
KU Leeds. I probably wasn't here long enough to know. It sounds familiar though. It sounds familiar.
It's like student athlete development.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, hold up real quick.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I was working in KU Leeds for about a year and a half while I was in grad school.
Oh, you did grad school here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your degree in?
I got my MBA, so business administration.
Ooh. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know big things out here, Mike. Look up to that, man.
I'm trying to make it, man. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah. Hey, my phone might die if I randomly.
Oh, you good?
My fault. Yeah. It's on 1%, so I'm just waiting for my girl to come out.
Mine just died on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was working there for a little bit, man. But you kind of see that they like the things that they say they're about, they're not really about.
Yeah. It's funny because my girl actually works for KU.
Okay.
So she works for she actually works in Stouffer. I don't know if they built Stouffer when you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the director in Stouffer.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah. Let me see if I can add it right here.
Hold on, you joined again. Oh, she must be about to get off.
Well, yeah, she had to respond to
this
she on call, so she had to respond to a little incident that's going on.
I bet. I can only imagine, boy, because I know.
Yeah. So she be giving me the inside like the whole department, the student affairs department, and yeah. So
I can imagine.
I hear about it, bro. I know what you're saying, and I hear about it too. So yeah.
Yeah, and then I went down and I was working at Alcorn State in Mississippi. Yeah. And very different than KU.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the money, I felt like they actually wanted the student athletes to succeed versus
they cared.
Huh?
Like they cared more about.
Yeah. They definitely cared more.
Yeah. Nah, that's I hear that a lot from my girl too, and she tells me about it just seems like KU as a whole is more reactive than they are proactive. Like they'll wait for something to happen, then they'll react rather than like put in like policies and stuff in place to protect students, protect whoever it is. They'll wait for it to happen, knowing well that it will happen to finally make a decision.
That's the game. That's the higher education game.
Yeah.
Because if they were to put, that's it.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. But it's crazy too because it's like a lot of the students that she deals with is like, those. I ain't gonna be too explicit, but the suburban kids, from daddy's a lawyer and
I already know.
yep. So you see a lot of the privilege and just people like first world problems, like ain't that big of a deal, but you'll have mommy and daddy down there because it's a little thing.
Yeah. I mean, look, when all you got to do is look at when we were playing.
Yeah.
There were people who got into legal trouble, but because I don't know if you were there when this stuff was happening, but because who their dad might have been, it just disappeared.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think I was there, but I've heard of it.
Okay, and then all of a sudden, like, this person is off the team, but the case is gone too.
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy. It gives it gives you like a glimpse into how society really operates, though, for real.
Yeah, money talks. You can get away with anything. I mean, not anything, but mostly anything if you got money.
Yeah.
And you know the right people, you got money, and it's crazy, man. 'Cause, for a kid like me, man, my family ain't got no money. I come from a poor family. Like, if I get into some shit, man, I'm like, good luck. Good luck.
Right,
Enjoy prison. We'll put like maybe $20 on your book. Like, yeah. Good luck.
Bro, it used to. I already know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but how often do you do this though? Your stream?
Shoot, this is the first time I went live. I did one like when I was just like a BS stream, but this is the first time I went live.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep doing them.
Let me know, man. I'll tap in with you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna let you know.
And we'll shoot the shit and talk about college football.
For sure.
Yeah. My phone about to die though, man. So I don't.
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna reach back out to you on Instagram.
Yeah. Please do, brother. It was really good talking to you, man.
Good talking to you too. Hey, be safe, man.
Yes, sir. You too, brother.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Let's see. San Diego State versus Utah. What's the score though? Hopefully Utah can get on the board. Oh, fade him up.
And it's caught. That's a touchdown. Riyad Penny, and the first touchdown pass in the career of Kyle Crum. Now a flag in the backfield.
I mean, San Diego State get on the board. I said that backwards. Wow.
Personal foul.
I wonder if they still have their starters in.
Number 35 of the offense. Second down.
So that negates the touchdown and the first point.
Sounds like poor coaching.
That illegal low block.
Yeah, and that is another point of emphasis this year, the low block. You see him in the backfield here. Now, when you are in pass protection there,
I didn't know that.
That guy's coming straight at you. You got to stand up there and take him out.
Yeah, you got to. Man, look how big he is.
Injuries.
Why you didn't just stand up and block him?
That's a point of emphasis.
So that wipes out the first touchdown pass in the career of Kyle Crum. It'll be second and goal.
Shoot, throw another fade. It's man-to-man down here at the bottom. He playing outside leverage.
Crum steps up toward the end zone. He's got a man, and it's caught. And there they go again.
How did they
this
get
one
there?
should count. Touchdown, Josh Nicholson. So he does it 2 in a row. Only one counts. But Kyle Crum's got himself a touchdown pass.
Welcome to college football. Boy, what poise he showed in the pocket. He got some pressure. Watch him step up here
Look at that
confidently
pass.
and just sing it. It's really well done.
Nice.
Been
He'll
under
get
duress
better.
most of the night. Stayed in the pocket. Kept his poise. Found his receiver. Love it.
So something positive on a night where the Aztecs really just have had almost nothing positive. Extra point, up and good. San Diego State on the board at least.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap this. Well, we're gonna hit 2 hours. We are gonna wait.
On the road, Salt Lake City.
We're gonna wait
Took some heat. They got
until we hit the 2 hour mark.
Congrats.
So you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well. First, it tracked your distance. Now, it tracks your stride length. It knows a breaststroke from a backstroke and checks for temperature changes to estimate when you've ovulated. When you're dreaming,
Does it know the next stroke?
it's measuring your REM sleep down to the minute. And it can detect a serious car crash and call for help. So, yeah, a few new things.
Do their frightening scenes. I got my own.
Stick it in the onion bag.
You don't get it until you go all in.
The limited slick diff lets you hammer the throttle. Lexus IX, all in on a sports sedan.
Do they make a coupe though?
You know, you know.
Crispy corners and sauce on top.
If you know, you know.
Detroit style back at Pizza Hut, just $12.99. You are in trouble. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now, rising rates? Phew, it's a lot. But with Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a new, lower rate with exclusive savings. We'll help you lock it and drop it so you can buy today. That's the Rocket Advantage. Lock your rate today. Call 8336-ROCKET or visit theRocketAdvantage.com.
Trying to wait until this the game comes back on.
The thing that's different about a Vrbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making
Know what?
things awkward. Or in another room
We hit the
taking
2
up
hours.
space.
We're gonna wrap this up.
It's just you and your people.
This ball
Because why would
game.
you ever share your vacation home